is Valley News Live at 6.
During the COVID pandemic, more people than ever are turning to online dating to find love. And with more people on the apps, experts are warning you to beware of romance scammers, hoping that you'll swipe left or right. Valley News Team's Courtney Lockie has what you need to know to stay safe.
We may be social distanced, but that's not stopping people like Brady Klein from looking for love.
I've used Tinder for like a year, and I've used Bumble before.
Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, OkCupid.
You can't go out, it's increased. So it's great for me, like I be swiping more.
More people than ever are using dating apps. And while we expect love to take an emotional toll, a new report by the FTC shows it's also hurting wallets. A record $304 million lost to romance scams in 2020 alone.
Something that says like PayPal or Cash App in the bio, that's definitely could probably be a scam. It doesn't always have to be like someone pretending someone they're not.
The pandemic has only made it easier for scammers to lurk, strike up conversation, and hide their real motives. There are a few things you can do to protect yourself. Experts say be sure to talk on the app and ask specific questions about the profile.
I like to FaceTime people.
Make sure the person you're talking to is actually who they say they are.
Meet in public, do not pull up at somebody's house, alone.
Go slowly and be aware if someone is trying to isolate you or doesn't want to meet in person.
Because anybody can get taken advantage of. I mean, it just happens.
And whatever the romance scam, if something doesn't feel right, that's because it probably isn't. Courtney Lockie, Valley News Live.
For more ways on how you can protect yourself from scammers, download the VNL News app. You can find this story on our homepage. A rollover crash sends one person to the hospital. It happened after 2 this afternoon on I-94, 2 miles west of Mapleton in Cass County. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says Noah Zander reportedly fell asleep at the wheel and went into a ditch. They say he tried to steer out but overcorrected and rolled several times. Troopers say Zander has serious injuries and was taken to a hospital in Fargo. Traffic offense charges are pending. It's a mild day, but here and there we've got snow popping up on the radar, some of us getting more than others. Let's hear what's going on and check out the evening forecast. Hutch?
Andrea, thanks so much. Good Monday evening, everyone. As you head into the drive time and beyond, we do have snow showers here, and this is all a part of that big time storm system that hit Colorado, Wyoming, and the Black Hills very hard. Most of the snow pushing into the Twin Cities and that I-94 and Highway Interstate 35 corridor, but we do have a little bit making its way up here into the FM area. Spotty flurries showing up and pushing to the north of that, but some of this will begin to accumulate, particularly on grassy areas, and the roads will become wet tonight as temperatures fall below freezing. We could have some slippery areas. Look at this shot from Luther Family Ford there at the I-29 32nd Avenue exit. A little bit of snowflake activity here in the FM area with temperatures steady to slowly falling this evening. Hit and miss flurries of snow will be a part of our forecast all night long and into your Tuesday as well. Andrea, coming up in moments, I'll have details on where the flakes will fly for Tuesday and a nice warming trend to share with you as well in a few moments.
All right, thanks, Hutch. Hollywood star Jane Fonda is in Minnesota today protesting the Enbridge Energy Line 3 pipeline. In an Instagram post, Fonda says she's working to stop the pipeline from carrying oil from Canada to a refinery in the U.S. The actress appeared near Park Rapids this afternoon as part of a gathering of grandmothers protesting the environmental and economic impact of the pipeline. More people will be allowed in Minnesota bars and restaurants now that capacity limits are increased. Bars and restaurants can now increase their capacity to 75%. Gyms and indoor event venues can move up to 50%. According to the state, salons and religious services must limit the number of people even though they're permitted to open without occupancy limits. Social distancing and masks are still required, and the 11 p.m. curfew at restaurants remains in place. Governor Tim Walz has extended the peacetime emergency in Minnesota, saying it's critical to the state's ability to respond to the pandemic and distribute vaccine. Clay County Public Health is offering the vaccine to the following groups. In Phase 1B, Tier 2, they'll be giving the vaccine to those with rare conditions or disabilities. In Phase 1B, Tier 3, they'll be providing the vaccine to those age 45 to 64 with one or more underlying medical conditions. It's also offering a shot to people ages 18 to 44 with two or more of those conditions and people ages 50 plus in multi-generational housing. Meanwhile, Essentia is reminding essential workers to get their vaccine. The hospital says there are plenty of appointments open for people in Phase 1C. This group also includes anyone who is at an elevated risk for COVID-19. In Minnesota, Essentia is vaccinating those 45 and older with one or more underlying medical conditions. They're also offering a vaccine to those age 16 and older with two or more underlying medical conditions, as well as select essential workers. To see if you're eligible for a shot and to schedule an appointment, you can log on to our website, valleynewslive.com. Nearly 80% of people experiencing side effects from the COVID vaccine are women. That's according to a recent study published by the CDC. A doctor at Mayo Clinic in Minnesota is studying this closely. While he doesn't know why women seem to experience more negative side effects from the vaccine than men, he tells why he believes it's possible.
A man and a woman's body and processes are not the same. There's different chemicals in each of the genders. And we believe it's this different chemistry, whether it be hormonal or some other effect like a difference in immune system functioning, that's causing these differences that we see between genders.
As more people get vaccinated, the doctor will continue to study this. Facebook is targeting COVID-19 vaccine misinformation and launching a vaccine finder feature. That finder feature helps people in the U.S. find a spot to get the shot and includes links to make appointments. The tech giant is also expanding the COVID-19 Information Center to Instagram. They're also adding labels to Facebook and Instagram posts that discuss the safety of vaccines. Per Facebook, the labels contain reliable information from the World Health Organization. To stay on top of the latest COVID vaccine-related information, you can use our VNL vaccine tracker. Just visit our website or open your phone camera and point it at the QR code on your screen, then tap the link that pops up. Later on Valley News Live at 6, the latest on what's being called the American Rescue Plan.
Flakes flying near the South Dakota border by the Dakota Magic Casino this afternoon, causing wet roads there. It looks like those snow showers are pushing their way northward, but nothing falling from the skies in Grand Forks at this hour. We'll have details on your hour-by-hour forecast coming up right after this.